There are stories that don't just hurt, they leave a scar on the soul of humanity. 72 people, 72 dreams, men, women, and even a pregnant woman, all with the same hope: to reach the land of freedom, to escape hunger, violence, and fear. But what they found instead was a nightmare no human being should ever live. This is not just a story about death. It's about injustice, silence, and forgotten lives. Because what happened that night in San Fernando, Mexico, still echoes like a cry that no one wanted to hear. Stay with me and listen carefully. This is the story of the 72. On the morning of August 24, 2010, in the municipality of San Fernando, Tamaulipas, Mexico, one of the most heartbreaking tragedies of Latin American migration was uncovered. The massacre of 72 migrants at the hands of the Zetas cartel. This crime exposed the brutality of drug trafficking, the vulnerability of those seeking a better life, and the indifference of authorities to their suffering. A group of migrants, mostly from Central and South America, were traveling in 2 buses bound for the United States. They left Veracruz on August 21, hoping to find a better life north of the border. Before reaching San Fernando, they were intercepted by an armed group who forced them off the vehicles. The captors, members of the Zetas cartel, demanded information about relatives in the United States and money in exchange for their freedom. When the migrants refused, they began to beat them and threatened to kill them. The migrants were taken to an isolated ranch in El Huizachal, where they were lined up in a U formation. One by one, they were executed with shots to the back of the head. The horror was indescribable. Women, men, young and old, all victims of senseless violence. Some were handcuffed and blindfolded, awaiting their final fate. Among the victims was a pregnant woman, whose life and that of her unborn child were mercilessly taken. Luis Freddy Lala Pomavilla, an 18-year-old Ecuadorian, was the only known survivor of this massacre. Gravely wounded in the neck, he faked his death among the bodies of his companions. After the aggressors left, he managed to crawl to a military checkpoint more than 22 kilometers away. There, he told the soldiers what had happened and led them to the crime scene. His testimony was crucial for authorities to uncover the magnitude of the tragedy. Despite the severity of the incident, the investigation faced multiple obstacles. The prosecutor in charge of the case was murdered and local. Authorities showed indifference or complicity with the perpetrators. The lack of judicial progress and limited media coverage contributed to the victims being forgotten. Many of those responsible were never brought to justice. In Tenosique, Tabasco, the La 72 shelter was founded in honor of the massacre victims. This refuge provides support to migrants who, like those 72, face similar risks on their journey north. The organization continues to fight for memory and justice, reminding us that migration is not a crime but a human right. The San Fernando massacre is a poignant reminder of the dangers faced by migrants and the urgent need to ensure their safety and dignity. Every story, every life, every lost name from that tragedy must be remembered so that something so cruel never happens again. The memory of those 72 lives continues in every shelter, in every fight for human rights, and in every migrant seeking hope amid danger.